You said you had an experience of such a bombings when you were in the north.
Yes.
Let's know your experience.
When I was in the north, it happens to me, and that was the same thing that happens to my mom and my dad, and even my older sister then. Yes, that was the same thing. We were at, Kaduna happens to be a place whereby it's being terrorized by most of these people. You find out that you go to church, you are not safe. I remember one incident I went to church, Christ the King Catholic Church, and a bomb. There was a bomb blast in that particular time, and a lot of people died, and I'm happy to escape from there. So at the end of the day, we escaped from church. But what happens to my mom and my dad happens in Kaduna too. That was the same day we lost them. So whatever that happens to these people in Kaduna, I know whatever they are passing through right now. I know the kind of, I know the kind of hits that's into their lives right now. A man that lost not one, not two, not three, still counting. You know whatever, you know the kind of thing that's going on through his mind. My brother, it's not an easy task. Kaduna, if you know Kaduna very well, Kaduna is one of the most beautiful states in this country. Very beautiful.
Is it Southern or Northern Kaduna?
Very beautiful. Huh?
Is it Southern Kaduna or
I am
Northern?
telling you Kaduna as a whole. I am telling you Kaduna as a whole. If you go to Southern Kaduna, very beautiful. Enter Kafantan. If you go inside Kaduna itself, in those days you cannot be a footballer playing football in abroad. And if you will not dream of having a house in Kaduna in those days. The judging this stupid boy is talking about is a place where, as a military man, if you want to pass out, you have to train from Jaji to Zaria. We call it endurance taking. I get the Jaji is at the middle between Zaria and Kaduna. You pass what you call Just Branch, you enter Jaji. Are you getting me? So Jaji is where you see most of these old military generals. We even Obasanjo happens to live there before. Kaduna happens to be one of the tourists that brings people together in those days. If you know Kaduna very well, very nice place.
So what happened now?
Because of what they call people are using what they call religious, political effect to as put whatever that is not in line with the aspiration of the masses. You brought in, if you go to Kaduna, if you go to most of these Kaduna places, this Kaduna I'm talking about today, you find out that we have, in Muslims, we have different types of Muslims in Kaduna there. We have Shia, we have Kalakato. Are you getting me? The Shia people you are talking about, these are the people that almost walk. For instance, this is Lagos. They will walk in the streets of Lagos with almost black and black, all of them. And when you see them, even you yourself will be afraid. We call them a Shia. And if they are walking, telling you that they are doing their religious marching, they will wear, they can trade from here. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not lying to you, they can trade from here to Ibadan. We call them a Shia. They go from black and black. Are you getting me? They wear black and black, and whenever they are doing such, you find that their weapons almost in their body. What kind of religious? What kind of religion we ask you? We have to ask to. You carry weapons around just to scare people away.
Are you blaming the army or the?
No, I'm just trying to come to your question. You ask me what would have been the problem. The problem, I'm coming in line, I'll still come to your question. Remember, when plane wants to land, it doesn't come straight, it goes zigzag. So, the problem they are having there, the religious came in, they started destructing most of the peace of the people. And at the end of the day, you find out that unprofessionalism in terms of the military bodies is something that you cannot write home about, because the military people you are talking about in Kaduna, a lot of them are not even qualified to be there. You see, you are in Lagos now. Thank you very much. Christian, you are in Lagos. This is Lagos State for you. Can you walk the street of Lagos now? Walk around. If you see a military man, before you see 1, 2, 3, you'll be asking yourself, who even does this one military uniform? This person is not even qualified to be a military man. You'll be asking yourself, who does this person this uniform? Is it his father's uniform that he's wearing or what? But in those days, you find out that when you see a military man, you say, yes, this is a military man. But now, all qualified people, these are the kind of people you are seeing in military bodies today. So why would you be able to see? Why do you think there's not going to be what I call recklessness in their side? So that's where I'm coming from. There's always a negligence and a recklessness. And and the people that are not qualified to be in that particular place. Do you know that when you go to Zaria, when you go to Kaduna as a whole, when you go to Kaduna, Kaduna has the highest number of military people in Nigeria here. We have Kalipansi Barrack in Kaduna, we have Basawa Barrack in Kaduna. Are you getting me? We have 44 barracks in Kaduna. We have the highest university we have for military people. That's the Nigerian Defense Academy. It's also in Kaduna, the NDA. So what do you want? The School of Aviation, the highest school of aviation in Nigeria is in Kaduna State. So what are you talking about? So definitely, the problem we are having there, we find out that if the federal government are giving you the go ahead, let's assume that the government said this year, 2023, we are going to recruit about 5,000 military people into the Nigerian Army. By so doing, we find out that in recruiting those 5,000 people, only 3,000 people will be training in that particular place. Why? 2,000 will be in their various houses because they were invited by one politician or the other. They are meant to be what I may call a slot. At the end of the day, you find out that before you know what is happening, the so-called people that came in as in that will just come into that particular place, they will start moving around. Those people that were training, they'll be training. The 2,000 people will be training when the 2,000 are still at home. 3 weeks before the passing, you start seeing the 2,000 people that are from different houses that are onto the slot from different politicians. You start chipping in. Tell me, and I ask you this question: those people, will they still have the same line of training with those people that have been there for months? That is the whole professionalism we are talking about, and that is why you keep on hearing there's a bomb blast everywhere. Accidental discharge, when it was a policeman, they say it's accidental discharge because there's a gun on everywhere. So, the unqualified people, these are the kind of people we see in the military people, in the military bodies today. So, what I am saying, my solutions to that is that the federal government should always do the needful. They should go deep and find out whoever that is in charge, whoever that is actually responsible for whatever that happened to these people. Because you cannot just tell me that there's no smoke without fire. Something must have triggered what happened. Something must have led to something to happen. So there's no smoke without fire. The federal government, if it were in the Western world, my brother, let me be honest with you, the chief of army staff will resign honorably. Without even waiting for the federal government to say, leave that particular seat. You will resign honorably because you know that your duty is to protect the life and property of the masses. But what did you see? But we have seen a situation whereby the lives and property of the average Nigerian is not more protected in your life. So definitely what you needed to do is just to leave that particular seat honorably because you have disappointed not only yourself but Nigerians entirely and your family.
Okay, so the president should sack, they should investigate, prosecute.
There should be a thorough investigation because it is not an ordinary. Whatever that happened is not ordinary like that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chancellor. God bless you.
Inside the zoo, that's what Nigeria is like.
When you come to the zoo,
You watch the difference of animals inside the zoo.
what did you notice?
I noticed in Nigeria that they walk like animals. They, including the learned ones and the ones as illiterates. They use their different. I don't know what I would say. The different tribalism to follow themselves. That's why Nigeria is continue sinking every blessed day. Instead of this man will go, let my brother go there. Whether it's working or it's not working, let him be there. I get what I'm saying. So Nigeria cannot work out. Let Tinubu continue borrowing like Buhari. Make he borrow to the extent that when they come they pack Nigeria to go China to go and work, and they reducing their body.
Make Tinubu continue borrowing. It will not be good for the economy.
Are you talking about the economy?
Yeah, I look at this man.
You are talking about the economy. Let him continue borrowing. Nigeria need borrow. Let them continue borrow. If Ghana here, they are available to go and borrow money. Let Tinubu go there, go and borrow. Ghana or Cameroon.
It seems you don't want good for the country.
Nigeria good before. It good before.
Because if you work for the country, you not tell.
Nigeria is a company, it's not a country. A company by anybody will come and collect, manage as they like and go. When is Buhari? Borrow, arrest, borrow, recover, borrow, arrest, borrow. Are you trying to tell me say Buhari the one wey don borrow with recover no fit fix this country? Where is Buhari? They cannot go put am for the jail. And they plan coup. Buhari file plan coup in the jail. Yes,
That's an allegation.
it's not allegation, it's a truth. How can you open the World Bank in Niger? Sorry, Islamic Bank in Niger, and you build the way from Kano to Niger, double 6 lane, the same Kano, Niger, and refinery in the same Niger, and you buy the cars, expensive cars, to all the chief of army staffs in Niger. At the end of the day, after you don't come out from your government, and now I hear say coup happen in the same Niger. Who the fool who?
So you are saying he is part of the mastermind.
Yes. All the equipment that make things to happen in Niger is the one that buys it. He knows about it.
Let's come to Nigeria. What happened in Kaduna is unfortunate.
I know if we talk about Kaduna issues, they are the one that bring their problem on their own tables. If they want to confirm their problems, may they hold their governors and their own senators. So the sponsors of Boko Haram and bandits, who buy the bandit guns, who buy Boko Haram's guns. So they are the one that bring the fruit they are chopping now. That fruit, you don't wrap. Maybe they chop away.
Army say they made a mistake. The army, Nigerian army say they made a mistake with the bombing.
They made a mistake with bombing. Nigerian army. Tell me when Nigerian army not do mistake. They went southeast. They throw bomb everywhere. Bombing houses from southeast. That one not a mistake. Now they go to Kano, Kaduna to bombing. Now that one a mistake. I beg you. See, you see this country. Whatever anything happen in Nigeria any day, anytime. In fact, it's what I was expecting. It will happen. It's not a news. It's not a dream. It's not make I sleep. I don't dream. Say this one. I was expecting it because I know say it will happen. As long as all these useless leaders they are there, it will happen.
So what is your prayer for Nigeria?
My prayer for Nigeria is let Bola Ahmed Tinubu should release my brother. You don't do anything. You don't do Nigeria anything. You talk about a court. When Ahmed Tinubu said, if you dey pain you, if you dey vex, come to the court and defend yourself. It's not what the just said. The same Ahmed Tinubu court have already favored him. In the same way, the same court favored Nnamdi Kanu, let him release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes.
That's your prayer.
Yes.
Okay.
You to release my brother. I know they pray for better of Nigeria. Nigeria no fit pay again for their life. Let him release the innocent man. At least one person who can fit up through. The whole will recognize. Then we read the Bible. We talk about Elijah. We read about Elisha. We read about Moses. We read about Abraham. We read about 11 different peoples in the Bible. Be the Bible still be forgotten. It can never be forbid. It is the word of God, of the God speaking. This man speak the truth. The Bible said that by the truth you set him free. Let him be a free man.
Okay. Thank you very much, Senator. God bless you for your contribution.